Okay, so as you all know, this is the Plan with Plan session. This is actually our second Plan with Plan session, and the first one just had such a good turnout. So thank you to everyone who joined. I'm so happy if you came back, and for all the new people joining us as well. And a little bit about me. So my name is Greta, and I am the social media manager at Plan. And I have 8 years of experience creating social media content and campaigns. A few of the clients I've had include Shangri-La Resorts, Billabong, and Focus Feature Films. So that's kind of where I get my advice from. I love creating content. I still create content on the side of my normal job with Plan. And then what you'll need today is a Plan desktop account, and you can sign up at the link, or if you need help, again, just shout out in the comments and one of our CS team will support you. A Canva account, and you can have a regular one or a pro one. And then your March content calendar, which if you don't have it yet, check your email inbox. You should have it there. It's also at this link here, or again, if you need help, just shout out in the comments. And today we're going to be covering taking advantage of auto posting. This is our newest feature. We're so excited. If you haven't seen it on our social media, we've been talking about it since it launched. Number 2 is pre-saving your hashtags. We're going to be taking back time with templates, cutting down your creation time, teaching you how to automatically schedule at the most optimal times, repurposing, recycling, and reusing your content, and then showing you how to automate your responses. And if you're here watching this live with us, we have something really exciting. You're actually in the running to win a ticket to Hustle and Heart's International Women's Day event with Sophia Amoruso. If you don't know who she is, she created an online store called Nasty Gal. I was obsessed with this store. And she's just an amazing businesswoman and has a lot to teach all of us, I'm sure. So thank you again, Hustle and Heart, for sponsoring this Plan with Plan session. And yeah, I'm super excited to see which one of you, well, there will be 3, who get to go to this. Okay. And we can go ahead and get started. Let's jump on into Plan. So I'll give you a second to get logged in, or if you don't have an account yet, go ahead and create one. While you're getting all set up, let's talk about the obvious, which are these gorgeous templates. Our graphic designer, Danny, went all out on these. And they're just beautiful. And we get asked a lot, how do you create a feed that is cohesive and that looks nice? And I think a lot of people feel like you have to pick just one color and it has to be kind of boring for it to all look good. Not saying that's always boring, but I think Danny does a really good job here of showing you how different colors can really work together and complement each other. And you can see with these templates, it's super easy to still have fun and incorporate so many different colors, and it still looks so nice. So this definitely is giving us a lot of inspiration. And we're going to jump into these templates in a bit, but these are all fully customizable. So you can plug in your brand colors and your brand messaging to personalize each one to you. And so, of course, our templates are not the only good news this month. We actually just launched auto posting, which has been huge for us. If you haven't yet heard about our story behind auto posting and how we got there, you should definitely check it out. Our CEO, Christy, just has an amazing story about her journey to getting to auto posting and not giving up. And it's been a long time in the making, but we did it. And we hope you guys are as excited as we are. So again, we'll come back to this, but just to show it off, here's the new auto posting feature on Plan. And you might be wondering, how do you turn on the auto posting feature? So if you are creating a new account, it will automatically be toggled on. If you already had an account before we launched this feature, to make sure it's on, you'll go to your icon here and click on your icon again. Oh no, not there. Sorry, click on settings and then click on your brands. And then I have limited access on this account, but you should see it right here, the toggle to turn it on and off. And then something that we actually got asked about so much in our last session was hashtags. And I know hashtags can be kind of a confusing topic, so we really wanted to take some time today to talk about them. So I get asked a lot, should you put the hashtags in the caption or the first comment, and what's the difference? So basically with Plan, we have AI insights. So if you put your hashtags within your caption, our analytics can track those hashtags and see how they perform. If you put it in your first comment, we don't have access to it anymore. And so that's something you'd have to manually track to see how they're performing. So I would recommend putting it within your caption, but to each their own. Obviously, do whatever feels right to you, but that's just some insight there. So something that was always a headache for me before I came to Plan was I would save hashtags in my phone under my notes, and I was always losing them. And here on Plan, you can now save them. So just to give you an idea of how you would do that, you can create your set here. And I think it's really good to switch up the hashtags you use based on what you're posting. But let's say you have hashtags that you commonly use, and so we'll just call this daily. And I'm a total beach bum, so let's just like pretend I'm posting beachy content, because I usually am, and just like put in a few hashtags. I don't know, water. Anyway, I'm just showing you. This is how you create a set, and then you'll just go and save it here. You can also come in and copy them here. So if you would just rather post them in your first comment, you can still keep them here to save them. But yeah, it's super easy. And then let's see, to show you how we would then add them to a post, you'll just click on your post. And then you'll see this little hashtag icon here. You're just going to click here and then click on whatever hashtag set you want to add that day. And something that is great to touch on is that Plan automatically spaces this for you in the caption, so you aren't seeing the hashtags the first time you look at the post. You have to open up the caption to really see them, which is great, because aesthetics-wise, that matters. Okay. Let's see, what do we want to jump into next? There's so many exciting things to touch on. So with this session, we're really talking about how to put your socials on autopilot, because I'm sure all of us, we want to have beautiful socials. We want, our accounts to look great, and we want to put in the time and energy to grow our online presence. but you don't want to be on your phone or your laptop all day, every day. And so the features I'm showing you today are really going to help you just manage your socials in a way that they kind of run themselves, which we all need. Let's touch on the strategy tool really quick, because this is a tool that I just love. It saves me so much time personally when I'm planning our social media. So you can see here that we have specific tiles that are placeholders. So I will use a tile when I'm waiting on content. I know what I want to post, but we have a whole team at Plan. They're all amazing, but we're all in different time zones and we deliver content at different times. So this is just a way for me to put the placeholder in Plan. And then when our graphic designer comes along, she knows, okay, this graphic goes here. And when Emma, who's our amazing content writer, comes along, she knows where to place the caption. It just makes everything so easy. And again, if you're really lost on what to post and you just have no idea, you can simply come here and, oh, my boss wasn't looking because I clicked out of that. Just kidding. You can come here and this will give you so many ideas. This is our content prompts, and we have content planned for everyone, no matter what industry you're in. We have fashion, food, travel. So this is a really great resource. So now that I've touched on strategy a little bit, let's go ahead and jump into our templates. Now we won't be going as in-depth as our last session, but we do have a YouTube video that walks you through how to completely go through the template. So if you need help there, don't worry, we've got you covered. Today, I'm just going to show you a handy little tool inside of Plan. Oh, we got a comment by Angelica. She says, I love the content prompts feature. You and me both. When you're planning social media all the time, sometimes you need that extra push to get ideas, and life gets busy too. Like sometimes you just need to know exactly what to post and when to post it. And yeah, the content prompts are something I use, and we all use a Plan and we love them. Okay, so let's just edit one of these templates real quick. Let's do this sale one. Okay, so this little tool here, it's our magic wand tool. This actually is magical because when you have a regular post, this turns into an image editor and it brings you into our editing software where you can change the brightness and crop it and add text and do a bunch of fun things. But when you press it on a template, it actually brings you straight into Canva, which makes it super easy to then go in and edit it. And this is also great too, because let's say you edited this on Canva on the website and then imported it into Plan, and you see like you made a typo or you see on the grid the color just doesn't work. You can easily just come back into Canva by clicking that tool. Okay, so let's say you want to change this to your brand color. And we'll say your brand color is green because I love green. So you can easily change the color there. You can, of course, change the font of the text here. You can replace this image here. Let's just say we want to do like a different, like that. So you'll just drag it and drop it into here. And if you double click, you can then decide like where you want it placed. Ooh, that actually looks good. Okay, so it's that easy. And again, I'm not going to spend too much time in Canva because we did go into it a lot in our last session. But this just gives you an idea. And then you'll hit publish on the right. And here we are. So as you can see, it was super simple. It's really easy to change it. And then in here, you can just write your caption. We have an emoji keyboard, which I love. I think we were asking you last time what your favorite emoji was. Feel free to like pop it in the chat. And I was saying like, it's funny how each social media account, like you have emojis you're always using. And at Plan, we're always using like we're always using this. Sparkles or the blue heart. There was one more question. Let me go ahead and answer that. Okay, so we got a message from Penny. And she said, as a photographer, so often I'm posting only my images and just changing up my comments. Do you feel that this is smart, or should photographers be mixing up our images like other businesses? So that's a great question. I feel like a way that you could kind of tell a better brand story as a photographer is posting, I would say posting some like behind the scenes photos. You could also do like maybe some little features of the individuals at the weddings if you mostly like focus on wedding photography. It depends on what kind of photographer you are, but I also do photography. And I know for me, I really like posting more like behind the scenes photos just because it's interesting. And a lot of times people want to know who's actually behind the camera. And that helps future clients kind of already get comfortable with you and get to know you as well. That's a really good question. Okay, so let's touch on another question we get asked about all the time, which is there is some confusion about your best times to post and when your audience is most online. So this can be confusing and we understand why. So basically at Plan, we have AI insights that allow us to kind of gauge when your content is performing the best. And that's where we get this information from for both of these tools. So your best times to post is based off when your past posts have been most successful. So those are times that we've gathered that based on your other posts in the past that have performed well, we think this time will be a good time for you. So obviously for me, it's saying 7 p.m. Tuesday. And then when your audience is most online, this is so based on the last 30 days of when we've found your audience is most active on Instagram. So both of these are great tools. I would suggest, honestly, just playing around with both and seeing what works best for you. I feel like you can't really go wrong with either of them. Trying both out is never a bad thing, especially with Instagram's algorithm always changing. So yeah, just kind of have fun with it. It's nothing too serious, honestly, because it pulls from your actual insights and analytics. It's really giving you a good answer either way. And by the way, sorry if I'm looking to the side, I'm getting some questions on my other screen, so that's why. So Jonelle Williams, I hope I'm saying your name right. Will Plan add more to strategy templates? For example, beauty. So yes, we actually have 50 plus industries already in our strategy templates, but we are adding all of the time. We actually have been getting some really good recommendations for some new ones, so we will definitely be adding some there. And if you have ones that you'd like to see, make sure to put that in the comment, which one you'd like for your industry, and we will definitely keep that in mind. And then, of course, we have to touch on auto posting just one more time. So again, you can just now hit post now and then auto post it to your account. So one of the ways that you can really put your social media on autopilot is to repurpose and reuse your content. Now, this is something we're always doing at Plan, because I'm sure, as you all know, it can be challenging. There's so many different platforms, and it feels like you're always just trying to keep up with each one. So something that I want to touch on is the difference in templates and the difference in content depending on what platform you're posting on. Now, this is really important. So as an example, at Plan, there's certain pieces of content that we will post to Instagram or Facebook or Twitter that we wouldn't post to LinkedIn. And I just want to touch on that for a second because I think it can be kind of confusing. So just to give you an example, with Instagram, Instagram is a very forgiving platform. You can post serious, more business stuff. You can post funny, relatable stuff. Instagram is just very generous and the algorithm kind of picking up anything you post, and the audience there is just so diverse that you can roam freely because it's just not very picky. But other platforms like LinkedIn, for example, you kind of have to have a different strategy with your content. So as an example, this is an adorable photo. It's perfect for Instagram. It's so funny because sometimes I'll spend like hours on a piece of content and post it, and then I'll post a picture of a dog, and like it gets like 3 times the amount of likes and engagement. People love animal photos. I don't blame them. But this would be great on Instagram. I would not post this on LinkedIn, although he is wearing glasses, so he does look very professional. But yeah, this to me isn't LinkedIn appropriate. Now, obviously, for your brand and for you, you have to decide your own strategy on LinkedIn and what you feel comfortable posting. But this isn't something we would post. Something that we would post for LinkedIn is more content like this. So this is talking about social media marketing awards. This would be very appropriate for LinkedIn. Talking about a flash sale, I feel like wouldn't be appropriate. Doing a post like this, something about joining a list or an email sign up in order to get tips. And this is tricks of the trade. This would be LinkedIn appropriate. So basically LinkedIn is all about kind of showing up as a thought leader and as a professional. And LinkedIn is really about networking and creating good connections and also building your brand or your business, its reputation. And so I just wanted to touch on that because I know it can get confusing. And maybe if you look at Plann'rs social medias, you'll see that we don't post, all our content to certain platforms. We really have a particular strategy for each. We got one more message by Nicole Campbell. Does Plann'rs support video posts? What about Instagram stories? So yes, Instagram. So Instagram currently doesn't support auto posting for stories, but you can preload your stories in Plan and then schedule them I might as well show you that really quick. You just go here. Here's some upcoming stories we have, or if you follow us on Instagram, you'll see that these were posted earlier. So you can go ahead and create your stories here and upload them and get them ready to post. Let's go back to here though, so I can talk a little more about repurposing. So let's go back to this post that's perfect for LinkedIn. And then let's say you posted this on Instagram a few weeks ago and you got great engagement, but you can tell, okay, this is going to be like a really great post for LinkedIn. We should play a drinking game and you can take a shot every time I say LinkedIn. Anyways, you can click these 3 dots here on the left-hand corner and then hit recreate for LinkedIn page. And then here you'll see the post was recreated. So you'll just click on your icon, then go to your LinkedIn icon here. And then you'll see it's all ready. It's here for you, ready to post. Now, we've actually had auto posting on LinkedIn and Facebook for a while now. So it's really cool that now we have Instagram. And so you can auto post to all of these platforms. I have one more question. The question is, have you seen engagement go down with auto posting? I've always heard it was bad for engagement, but I'm wondering if it's outdated advice. Okay, so yeah, this is actually a crazy myth. We think that this myth was created because when it automatically posts for you, sometimes you might be like, okay, it posted for me and my job here is done. And so you're not as engaged with the post as you would have if you actually had to go on and post it yourself. So that might give the impression that it was the auto post feature that did something with your engagement, but it's just not true. It's just a myth, honestly. Yeah, it's a myth that we're really trying to bust because I think it keeps a lot of people from using the auto post feature or even using a planner in general, but it's just not true. So don't be scared. We promise. It's not going to do anything bad. Okay, so obviously it works the same way if you want to repurpose something for Facebook. Again, you'll just go here. Let's go back. Will you let me? Oh, I have to go back to Instagram. Sorry, guys, it's 9:30 here. Okay, so again, you'll just hit the 3 little dots and then go to recreate for Facebook page. And it's super easy. Let's see, let's touch on replying. So I have to be honest, I'm guilty of this. Sometimes it can be hard, like you post something and then a few hours go by, you go to bed, and then all of a sudden a week goes by and you go back and look at that post and you're like, wow, I didn't respond to anyone who commented on it. I got all these nice comments and engagement and I didn't even reply. And honestly, like, it's super important. You have to engage with the people who are taking the time to reach out to you and support your post. So something that I have been using at Plan, which has really helped me, is our reply tool. So you can see that here. And here you can see on the right, you have all your posts. So this makes it super easy, even if you take a few days, a week, to just come on here, click through your posts, and then make sure you actually responded to the comments. And you can do that all right within Plan. And I know for me, I'm a way faster typer, like on the keyboard, than a texter, so I can get through comments like crazy fast using this tool. So it's been like a lifesaver for me. And I'll just leave a moment in case anyone has any questions about anything I just covered. Is there something you want me to go a little bit more in depth with? Just let me know. We got another question. Do you recommend repurposing a post that did well on IG and post it again to IG with a different caption? I think you can. I think you definitely have to give it a little bit of time so it's not super obvious. And then, yeah, try to change it up a little. Maybe you can do like a different crop on it or a different edit. We have some really cool editing tools within Plan just to like switch it up a little bit. But yeah, I think it's like a timing thing too. And just so everyone knows too, we actually use the templates that we make for you. So you will probably see on our Instagram that we're actually using a lot of these templates. And it's actually a comment we got from someone saying that it was really cool to see that we're using the templates. And yeah, we love them. This saves me so much time because if we had to make a completely new graphic every time we went to post, wow, it would be a lot. Another question. Can you answer if you need to have, and this is from Allison, if you need to have a business account on the social channels to auto post? So yes, you do. Right now, you do currently need to have a business account on Instagram to use the auto posting feature. While we're here, we might as well touch on media collections. Does Plan have advanced hashtag analytics? So yes, what Plan does is we basically take a look at your best performing post and then see the hashtags you used for those posts to find the best ones for you. So we do have AI that does that. So I touched on this in our last plan. With Plan session, I won't go too far into it. This is our media collection. This is a place that allows you to save content. So all your content can live in one place instead of having to always keep it on your laptop or your phone. You can just keep it here. And you can also organize your content with titles, and this is just a lifesaver. I don't know what I'd do without this tool. As you can see, we have many, many collections. So we wanted to leave some time today to really see what you want to see in Plan. Where can we help you? And, you know, I have like 10, 15 minutes where I can really just spend this time jumping into a feature that you really need more clarification on. So I'm going to come back so you can see me. And then let's just see what you have to say. And I can kind of spend some time going into a feature that you need some more help with. Nicole asked, do you have to create two completely different posts? for like Facebook or IG. I think that was your question. Sorry, it it went away so fast. I don't think they have to be completely different. You might have to tweak them a little bit. So a little tip with Facebook, for example, is that videos do super well on Facebook. I think it's like 70%. It has a 70% chance of doing better if it's a video. So really, it's just kind of about doing a little bit of research and seeing what works for each platform. But no, honestly, I feel like Instagram and Facebook are pretty similar in a lot of ways, and we repost a lot of our content on both those platforms. Okay, so we got a few people that would like us to go back into the collection. So yeah, let's go ahead. I love collections. We can go back into there and I'll give you a little bit more insight on how it works. Oh, and also I have another feature I really want to share with you too. Okay, we're going back. Not there, here. Okay. So, media collections. So media collections, like I said before, this is really a place where you can store your photos and videos that you have yet to post. So for me, before I had my account with Plan, I would like put them in folders on my laptop, which they always ended up getting misplaced, of content that I wanted to post. But now with collections, all your content can live here. And so as you can see, let's bring in strategies to this. Let's say I created a strategy tile, or you pulled one from our already created ones, and it said post behind the scenes. Instead of going through my folder on my laptop, scrolling endlessly through photos, simply I come to media collections. I see here is the folder of Plan at Home behind the scenes. You hit the drop down button, and now this is all my content of Plan behind the scenes. By the way, this is Christy. This is who created Plan. Christy, don't kill me. But yes, so this is just an example. That's just to show you how it works. So yeah, it's a great place to organize all the different type of media you have and then easily pull from it when you're going to post something. But with that being said, let's touch on this feature. So this is our calendar. For example, at Plan, we're starting to do a lot more live events, and we have some really exciting stuff coming up. I can't wait for you guys to see. But for example, this is a place where we can really plug in those events and focus in on what we're doing, and so the whole team can see, and just so we remember. So for example, our next session, our next Plan with Plan session is on the 29th. So here I can just click this plus button, add a custom event. Then here you can choose your event type. And this is great too for photographers or bloggers or influencers, whatever you do. Like if you have a collaboration coming up, if you are launching a new blog post, if you have an upcoming photo shoot, whatever it is, this is a great place to organize everything. Let's just say it's a collaboration, and then let's say Plan with Plan. And then we'll hit the time. I think we'll be at 5 p.m. again. You can attach media, so this is great. So let's say we always have like Plan with Plan social graphics that we put out to promote Plan with Plan and to get people excited. So we can post that there. and then, or add it in there. And then we can also add any notes we want here or links or anything like that. So that's just an example, and then we have it here. And then also in this calendar view, you can see your upcoming post and what's going on with your social media. And this calendar feature, I feel like sometimes it gets ignored, but honestly, it's just such a helpful tool. I know for me, I used to always have like so many planners where I'd plan out all my content, but just having it all living in one space is just super helpful. We have about 5 more minutes before we get into questions. So why don't we jump into results and just take a look and see what's happening in here. Let's go to, okay, a little tip for you is that quotes always get the most engagement. People love like relatable, funny content. Let's do most liked. And also, I feel like people, well, it depends on the audience, but we found that our audience really loves personal content when we tell more of the story of who we are at Plann, which if you don't know, Plann is made up of a small team of people. We live all over the world. Some of us live in Australia. I live in the Caribbean. Some of our team lives in the Philippines. We're all over. But yeah, this post did really well. So this is a post about our CEO, Christy, and she's just amazing. And she's who created Plann. And yeah, I mean, I think sometimes when you have an app or something that's more technology based, you just think that the team behind it is just like robots and you're not talking to real people, but you're at Plann, you're always talking to one of our team members. So that's just a little background info on who we are. And you can also see your story engagement here. You can see your best performing colors. I love this. My sister's an artist and she's always looking at this in her results to see what colors people are most drawn to. So that's kind of wrapping up today's session. I'm really happy that we got to touch on so many of the features within Plann. And as always, I'll take about 10 minutes to answer some questions. I'll try and catch some questions because they go so fast. I think it was Martha. You said that you're going to give Plann a try for March. That's so exciting. Welcome to the Plann family. We hope you love our new templates and we have a bunch of fun stuff coming up for you too. Jackie said, can you send a recording? I just got here. Yeah, of course, Jackie, don't worry. Because you registered, you will get a recording of this, so don't worry. You should have it within the next like 24 hours, so you can watch it then. Angelica said for the strategy prompts, it would be awesome to see the writing prompts. For captions, I believe you said. Yeah, that would be super awesome. I know captions is kind of tough for a lot of people, and it's something that we really want to help support you more with. So we're going to keep finding ways to be more helpful in that area. Oh, bye, Shannon. Have a nice dinner. Thanks for joining us. Angelica said all this time I didn't know about collections. I know, honestly, like, trust me, I think this is one of the benefits of doing these sessions is, you know, sometimes it's crazy, like all the features that you could be missing that you didn't even know about. Yeah, there's a couple people that are like mind blown about collections. And if you guys like still want some more insight to collections, let us know because I can definitely, we've been doing YouTube videos every week. So I think we could create like a video about them and get that out to you guys as well. And then I'll just answer a couple more questions. So Leda, I think your name is, sorry if I'm not pronouncing it right, asked if you can have multiple accounts on Plan. Yes, you can actually. So I work at Plan, and then I also do like some content creation for brands and stuff, and I manage some accounts. And that's actually how I'm able to keep my sanity, or else I would just, I would lose it. So super easy to like toggle between each of the accounts. Stacey said it's amazing to highlight the queen herself. And sorry, I might be getting these comments kind of late, but yeah, Christy is amazing. She's the best. But honestly, our whole team is like, everyone's really great. Someone said, thank you for media collections. You're welcome. I know, I'm so thankful for them too. I'm very organized, so it's so nice, like seeing all my photos organized and all my content. Okay, let me answer a few questions that I got on my other screen. So Nicole asked, does Plan support IGTV or IG Reels? So here's the tea about Reels. So IG currently doesn't allow any third-party apps to gain access to Reel previews at the moment, and that's why we aren't able to add in Reels at this moment. We would love to because obviously it's something that we use and we know you guys use. So for now, we currently can't. Something you can do though is use like a strategy tile inside of Plan so you can visually see how it would look, and that's something that I personally do. I slide in my reel and the cover into the strategy tile so that I can see how it look on our feed. And that's a great solution for now. You know, it's not a permanent solution. And as soon as we have access to that, we will be right on it. Question, do you recommend that we set aside a day to post every week/month? Yes, and we actually have an amazing guide for that. We will pop it in the comments below for you. Angelica asked, how do you access the templates? Again, we have a whole YouTube video on that. So Angelica, either someone can get that to you here, or if you message us on Instagram, I can send you the link for that, and it will walk you through how to completely use our templates. And then again, just a reminder in case you forgot, we are going to be announcing the giveaway winners for the event. So make sure that you keep an eye on your email as well for that, and then the replay. And again, just a huge, huge thanks to Hustle and Heart, because it's amazing that they allowed us to include you guys in this giveaway, and we're really excited for whoever gets to go to this event. Honestly, I'm so jealous. I love Sophia Amoruso, so yes, I wish I was going, but you'll have to enjoy it for us. Okay, we have a couple more minutes. Leah said, when I repurpose or repeat a post, I like to hide the original. Should I delete it or archive it? That's a good question. You know, I feel like there's nothing wrong with archiving, because just in case you want to bring it back onto your feed, it's nice to have that option. I know Instagram also now has a recently deleted folder, so it's never like truly gone. Someone asked again how to find templates. Again, we will include that in the chat. If Emma or Hannah or Christy or Karina wants to pop that in there. Oh, thank you, Jackie. That's really sweet. I'm still warming up. It's only my second webinar ever. And, you know, I haven't been very social with everything going on in the world and living on a tiny remote island. This is the most people I talk to. The most people I've probably talked to in 2 years. So thanks for being nice. And said, thanks so much. Loving these sessions, learning so much. I'm so happy to hear that. I was so excited to spend this time with you and walk through Plan again. So anything I can help you with, just let me know. I am the one behind Plann'rs Instagram and social media accounts. So if you message those accounts, you're going to be getting a message from me. Martha asked, are there any strategy sessions coming up? Yes, so March 29th, we will be diving more into strategies in our next Plan with Plan session. Okay, one more minute, and then I'm gonna show you the last slides. So any final words? You can say them now. No, it's not that dramatic. I'm actually going to be hosting a Q&A on Plan tomorrow on our stories. So if you have a question that we didn't get to tonight, make sure to pop on over there, because I will answer it over there for you. Okay, everyone. let's end it on a good note. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for joining me this evening or morning, whatever time it is for you. I really appreciate it. Make sure to check your inbox because we have an amazing guide that's going to be coming your way. It is the Slay While You Sleep guide. And again, it's going to go more in depth on how to put your social media on autopilot. And then again, we're so excited to be announcing the winners to the Hustle and Hearts giveaway. Thank you again for sponsoring this Plan with Plan session. And yeah, I just had a great time with you, and I'm excited to see you for the next one, March 29th. Put it in your calendars, and we'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Bonne nuit. I'll say it in French. That's a little French, I know. Okay. Bye, everyone. I know last time I cut out for some people and I just disappeared, but this is me actually saying goodnight. Okay. There's still a lot of comments, but I'm gonna go. Bye, guys. Thanks again.